What is going on, Corbacrafters? Mr. Gallage here, bringing you a Corbacraft news, first one in about 2 years. So this is exciting, and today I am basically going to give you the rundown of Corbacraft Reimagined, as much detail as I can on the video. Anything that I forget or I, just simply don't mention in the video can be found on the Corbacraft website, www.corbacraft.com, and the link for that will also be below. So, couple things. We're gonna start with just a walkthrough of spawn and a couple of the warps, and then we'll come back and touch on a few key points and a few key facts that everyone's gonna be interested in. But then we'll go from there. So, whenever you spawn, you'll be facing this welcome, to the Corbacraft server thing. You can /RTP to teleport anywhere within the world border, which we'll come back and discuss in a brief bit. Down here to the left, you have the crates. Again, if you did not catch the Corbacraft feature peek, these crates are non-pay to win, so the only way to earn crate keys is to vote or buy them off of other players. So to use them, here's your chance to getting them. You'd have to have a crate key in your hand. You'll right-click, and you'll open the crate. So that's pretty exciting stuff. I'll give you a little sneak peek here. In the rare crate, you will see that there's a Corbett chestplate and a Corbett bow. These are rare items that we're going to swap in and out throughout the server. Eventually, there will be like a Corbett boots and Corbett sword and everything else. So try to collect the whole Corbett kit if you can. Good luck to you there. It's very difficult to obtain one of those, and if you do, I'll tell you what, you got some valuable on your hands. Over here, we have the player ranks and daily chest. Every day you can come here, do the daily chest. That time I didn't get any items, I got XP and some cash. You have your player ranks. If you didn't catch a sneak peek on those, or the feature peek on those, go watch that. Essentially, anyone can rank up, whether you're a store rank or just a normal default rank, you can rank up through the system and unlock the following things. Every kit in the server is a one-time kit with the exception of kit claim. This is something you can use, obviously, to keep claiming land, which we'll touch more on that in the future here in a couple minutes. Some basic commands here to help you get started. Over here in the store ranks, so as you see, there's only 3 listed on here. Of course, there's obviously Corbett and Supporter. The ranks for that, so that's exciting stuff. But you're unlocked for MVP here. We try to make it as balanced as possible while keeping to the nature of Corbacraft. We've always had fly as our first and cheapest rank. It's just always been a thing. If you want it, you can get it. If not, you don't have to. Over here, some more unlocks for Groovy. Some more unlocks for Divine. So you can take your time looking at that. Pause the video if you need to. Out here, 120 blocks from here, you can start building in the wild. PvP is obviously disabled. It's a friendly survival server. But there are some areas that PvP will be enabled in the future, and that will be in the arenas, which we'll talk about in a bit. You have the warp to the nether, warp to the end. In both cases, the end and nether, you cannot fly in to get everyone the same fair advantage. Another thing to note about the end is, obviously, there's a fixed amount of elytras on a server when you limit the borders, right? So what we've done is made it to whenever you kill the ender dragon, there's a chance that we'll drop an elytra, as well as shulker boxes. So that's some fun stuff. The mine world. Same old-fashioned Corbacraft mine world, resets often, so you can go and get resources out of it. The game lobby, let's take a look at that here. You saw it in the feature peek. I'm pretty sure it covered it pretty thoroughly. Your daily parkour challenges complete for rewards. There'll be some mazes here eventually, maybe on release, maybe not. We'll see. Maybe something comes after release. Depends on how smooth everything goes. And as we discussed in the feature peek, the plan is to add a PvP arena here, or a PvP section here. Maybe the arenas will be here too. That's kind of a good idea. With a leaderboard and all that fun stuff. But that's down the line. We didn't release that for a good reason. It overcomplicates things, and we didn't want to complicate too much. Let's take a look at one of these parkours real quick. Let's take a look at castle parkour. So to give you an idea of the depth and the craziness actually you have to do, you have to go all the way around this building, up, all the way up, and then into there. I think that's the finish up there. I can't remember. But yeah, it's quite big, quite thorough. If you fall off, it'll teleport you back to the start here. Obviously, you can't cheat it by setting homes and stuff. It won't let you. So, haha, nice try. But let's go back. And let's go to spawn, actually. Let's make sure we covered everything in spawn. And we can talk about some key points. That is pretty much everything. As you can tell, the spawn is much smaller, much simpler than in the past. We've kept it basic as all get out. And the reason for that is because we want to put an emphasis on survival and actual SMP aspects of Minecraft. One of the things I really look for when I'm trying to play Minecraft is a well-balanced server, and this is something we're striving for here, okay? It gets boring, whenever you don't have balance and someone's just way far ahead. It's just not fun. So I made it to the point, I will be playing on this server with my friends, so I'm excited about it, So we made it as balanced as possible. Some things that you don't see in the spawn that are on the server, /auction house. Of course, we have our auction house here, which I should probably, mention that somewhere in spawn so people know. So /AH. You also have player warps, as mentioned in the tutorial or the feature peek. And what else do you have? You have your bow. Mine's really high. That's an absurdly high balance for a server, I should say. The balancing of the economy has been different. We have gone for essentially a lower based economy, a lower base, what would you call it? Like a lower base balance to keep things a little bit simpler rather than a higher base. So it'd be unlikely you see millions very quick. Rather, you'll see thousands and then hundreds of thousands and then maybe millions way down the line. But we made it kind of tricky there. There's also bow top. So if you want to check that out, that will obviously reset upon server release. We have done some testing, as you can tell, based on the bow tops there. With 19 plasma on top, that'll be reset. Don't worry about it. Another way, so let's talk about the ways you can earn money. So you can earn money every 15 minutes. You earn a paycheck on the server. So you start out with 50 CC per 10 minutes, 50 Corbacraft per 10 minutes. Rank up, you get 75 per 10 minutes. Rank up, you get 100 per 10 minutes. Rank up, 150 per minute, 10 minutes. Rank up, 260 per 10 minutes. So you can earn quite a bit after some time on the server. Another way you can earn money or Corbacraft cash is through the vote crates. Obviously, there's a little bit here. There's a little bit in the other crates as well. Sneak a little peek there. Okay, cool. Obviously, you can set up shops. You can set up auction houses. You can sell whatever claim blocks you have, which leads us into our next thing. Claim blocks. We have readjusted the way we do claim blocks again. In the past, we have given out a fair amount of claim blocks, to be frank. Now you spawn with less. And the reason being is because we want that to be part of the challenge. We want land usage and planning out your builds and your land around your builds. We want that to be an important aspect to the server. So you actually don't spawn with or start with too many claim blocks. You earn a certain amount per hour. The details of that will be on the server, the website, once the update post has been released. You do have the ability to buy some. You do have the ability to unlock them through the vote crates. Every 289 claim blocks, note, is one chunk. You spawn with 289, so you have the ability to spawn or claim one chunk upon spawn. After about an hour or so of playing, you can claim another chunk and so on and so forth. So land is actually going to be a very important aspect of this new server, which I'm excited about because it'll make owning a town much more difficult, but also much more lucrative once you obtain one, because you're going to be one of the few towns. So that's something to think about. You know, how can you utilize your land to profit off of and benefit and support your survival experience? So that's something to think about, you know, and also it kind of makes you want to team up with players to share your land and subdivide and things like that. So take that into consideration. Now, if you build out and you don't claim your land and it gets griefed, well, we're not going to completely reset it. We're not going to reset your land. You need to make sure you claim your land. We will punish the griefer, but you need to make sure you claim your land. Okay? All right. Now, of course, if you claim your land and then like your teammate griefs it and it disappears forever, we'll fix that. No big deal. Okay, now let's talk about the vision. We kind of talked about quite a bit. We want to make it more survival based. Now let's move on to the shop plugin. We are using chest shops again. If you're not familiar how to make a chest shop, you can check out my video on my channel here. The other key points, such as the map. Okay, so obviously the map, the economy, and the ranks will reset, not including the store-bought ranks. This design is based off the original design of Corbacraft, fewer GUIs and much more community-based features to where you have to go around clicking things. Let's see, with settings. So map size is 15,000 blocks from spawn. So it's like 7,500 this way, 7,500 that way, you know, something like that. So it's 1,500 blocks, or 15,000 blocks, excuse me, in a big circle. The nether and in size, 10,000 blocks. The mine world size, 5,000. The difficulty is on normal. PvP is disabled in all worlds. Flying is only allowed in the mine world and normal world. And that pretty much touches on everything that needs to be mentioned. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this release through the videos. I hope, you know, this is something I've tried differently this time around, is to really kind of promote and highlight the features that are going to be in the next update. If you guys enjoyed that, please let me know in the comments. It helps me a ton. If you enjoy these Corbacraft news rather than the website posts all the time, I could do more of these. And with that being said, guys, I look forward to seeing you guys on the release of this server. The release date will be on screen now and in the description below. I'm not saying it on camera because, quite frankly, at the time of me making this video, I don't know for certain what day that's going to be. Anyways, I look forward to playing with you all on here, and I look forward to the challenges this server offers, and I hope you are all as well. Have a good rest of your day, night, morning, evening, whatever, and I will catch you all on Corbacraft. Play.corbacraft.com.